I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. I was told that this week is the Super Bowl of bourbon hunting in Louisville. $65 on the big boy special reserves. I didn't even see the Blantons. $199 on those 4 gates. King of Kentucky. Pappy 15, just to satisfy my curiosity. So what are we looking at? We got some decisions to make, don't we? I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and it is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Of Kentucky Derby week. So we're gonna have the Derby on Saturday, but I was told that this week is the Super Bowl of bourbon hunting in Louisville. So we're gonna hit some spots. We're gonna see what we can find. I've got a local tour guide over here putting on chapstick, getting all ready. This is the spot. All right, so Matt's gonna show us around. We've got our Chariot here, nice Canadian import AMG Mercedes we're gonna be riding around in. And the first store is Bottled. Have you had that Monk's Road right there?
I have not personally owned a bottle. I did hear about better other batches.
The one I have is decent. It wasn't like somebody gave it to me. It was pretty good. Down Home, never heard of that.
Your double O, 8 year, that right there is spectacular.
The Old Forester.
So your down home far left.
Oh, okay, I see it right there.
MGP double oak.
That's a nice bottle. Some new riffs. The Blue Metal Screw Cap, early times. $65 on the big boy special reserve. Buffalo Trace everywhere we go, and an Eagle Rare sitting there. While we're in Kentucky, it seems like everybody in Kentucky owns a bourbon label. Like everybody's got one. And so there are a lot of small labels that I've never seen that we're gonna run into. A few here, like Bubba's MC, and then that Down Home. Like I've never seen those labels anywhere before. So I expect we're gonna run into a lot of that while we're coming through bourbon hunting in Louisville. So
Southwell.
yep, the Southwell as well. Never heard of that. Do you know anything about that Southwell?
Do not. I've passed on it a few times, and it looks like the prices keep dropping, but that's a 12-year whiskey right there.
Sweet little baby Blantons. Somebody's going to be mad that I didn't buy those at $18, but here they are. What are we looking at?
Southwest bourbon whiskey.
Distilled in Tennessee. See, then that means there could be George Dickel in it, which means I can't drink it.
But we don't know that for a fact.
We don't know it for a fact, but it could be.
Limited production.
Everything's a limited production run. Everything was limited. They've made only so much of everything. How limited is limited?
That is the question.
That is, I don't know the answer to that. Like everything's limited. Nothing is infinite when it comes to whiskey. So Jack Daniels is a limited production run. There's $109. I didn't even see the Blantons. That's how blind to Blantons I am. Once it's $100, it's invisible to me. I can't see it. But there's none of the good stuff hiding. Y'all get pretty busy for Derby week?
Yeah, today's been pretty quiet so far right now.
You say that Down Home MGP 8-year double oak.
Very tasty.
$99 though. It's like,
Yep, it's up there.
I don't know. We've been doing a lot of bourbon hunting videos, so we're trying to be more selective. Okay, we're trying to be a little more selective.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
We've bought 100 bottles in the last month or so on some of these videos. We got to be a little more selective. Maybe not 150 for sure.
Have you gotten your hands on the New Green River Blue Label?
I have it. I didn't love the one. Actually, no. Mine's the black label.
Yeah, the Weeder is the one that just came out. That was
okay.
pretty freaking good.
All right, I think we'll grab that. $35 for that Green River Wheated. I think that's worth a try. And a lot of y'all are asking me. Y'all keep asking me about bottles. Those benchmarks right there, I keep telling folks to buy the benchmarks, and I'm talking about those, like foolproof single barrel, not benchmark 8. Those are the benchmarks you want. Those are fantastic bottles from Buffalo Trace. So really good 20-ish, $25 bottles typically. Grab those if you see them.
Benchmarks, foolproof single barrel.
I sold you on them, didn't I? Talked him into it.
$22.99. This one, $24. I'll take them both.
Yeah, it's a good bottle.
You want one?
Yes, absolutely. What are you looking at, the Pepto, William? Had a decent selection, a couple of gems in there. There were some Blantons if you wanted it at $109, but this right here is the Michter's limited release barrel strength Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, and this is the you gotta know somebody bottle. If we hadn't known somebody, or at least we're with somebody that knows somebody, that's how a lot of these stores operate, right? Like they keep these for their good customers, folks that come by regularly, build relationships. And that's one of the things a lot of people ask is like, how do you get good bottles? It is very much a relationship game because they're not usually putting these out on the shelf. Keep building those relationships, keep shopping at local stores, and hang out and have a conversation with them. Like, don't just be about the bottles, right? Buy some other stuff. We're gonna tame down the AMG, or are we gonna shake them up and see what happens?
It's kind of like that Jefferson Oceans. Let's see if it makes them better.
Shaking them around. The shaking them around makes them better. Wish me luck. So what's for dinner?
What do you want?
I got to get on some sort of plan. Like I was doing well with the all meat diet, but all of these trips and not a lot of options, I haven't been necessarily making good choices.
Tonight we're doing our HelloFresh meal that I already have. But if you want to get on a particular diet, they have low calorie options, they have high protein options, and they even have vegan.
Let's not get out of hand with the vegan. This summer is looking to be the busiest summer we've ever had here at Brewzle. There are so many different places to go and things to do. So when we need dinner ready right now and we don't have a ton of time to prepare, Jill and I look for quick and easy recipes on the HelloFresh menu, including fast and fresh options ready in just 15 minutes or less, which means less time cooking and more time drinking. Best of all, right now you can go to HelloFresh.com and use code Brewzle16 at checkout for 16 free meals plus free shipping, and I like free things. You know I'm not the best at following instructions, but HelloFresh is my recipe for success. From foolproof instructions, yes, even for me, to high quality proteins and veggies, HelloFresh brings out my inner chef with every tasty, easy to prepare meal. I may be a better chef than bartender.
I don't know about that, but if that's true, it's only because HelloFresh made it easy for you.
Hey, don't forget to go to HelloFresh.com, use code Brewzle16 at checkout. You get 16 free meals plus free shipping. Let's get back to the video. So now we are at Kroger. We have not had good luck with grocery store liquor, but that's really more the grocery stores that have like a liquor aisle. Yeah, they have limited space. They don't carry a ton of stuff. This is actually Kroger, but they have a Kroger wine and spirits off to the side. These tend to be a little bit better, but still haven't had great luck with them, but let's see what we find. Booker's for $99.
MSRP 90.
Yeah, that's not a bad price. I'm gonna buy one of those sooner or later. Willett 4-year family estate rye. Literally been everywhere I've gone. Probably one of the best prices I've seen on Johnny Drum right there. You feeling that? Because it's got a dragon wrapped around it. We're gonna get around to Japanese whiskey at some point, but not yet. Not yet. Not a huge fan of Irish whiskeys. One of the better prices I've seen on that in a while. All right, so there's a lot of bottles here I'm not overly familiar with, but we're trying to be selective. Trying to be, like, we've still got a few stores. We still got some places to go. So trying to be a little more selective. Let's see if we find something. Twisted tea. What's wrong with you people? I don't know what's wrong with folks that drink. Hey, that's crazy. What's the price on that?
Find out right now. They don't have it in the system. They just got it today.
It's free then.
Free. 6-year Barton.
And you swear by it, like those are good. Okay. $90. Is worth $90?
I don't know if it's worth $90. And they also have a peg leg 8-year. You see that?
I've not tried it. I've seen it.
And it is $110. Only Tennessee whiskey next to Jack Daniels. I found that's delicious.
Tennessee rye whiskey. You got to check the boxes. That's what we got. Is that the trick? We got to check the boxes that haven't even been opened yet. Don't be. Yeah, you see boxes laying around. You just got to. Probably not a good idea. Just start digging around without some permission. But
You also said we could try this rum right here.
Grander Panama Toasted Oak Single Barrel Rum. All right, let's do if you say that Lucky 7, we'll take that. Don't sleep on those Pursuit United. Good stuff right there. $57, $74. Good whiskey there.
You guys want to get in on the taste of this?
Yes, what are we trying? Which there was the rum you showed?
thank you, buddy.
It's the Grander Panama Rum Toasted Oak Single Barrel. Clifton's pick.
Delicious.
Who's Clifton?
That is just the kind of generic name I use for our store picks down here.
Why
Wanna
Clifton?
use my name?
Greg's a good name.
Well, maybe I'll put a hefty in the toilet.
There's no such thing as a hefty pour. There's pours, and then there's your skimping.
I'm like, I want to get another sample of that.
That's nice. Super oaky.
It was actually using a Woodford double oak barrel.
I want to sleep on. That's pretty good.
Yeah, for a rum.
I
Good
tasted
stuff.
that and I was blown away.
That's a core rum. They're good rums. I didn't mean, I wasn't trying to say that rums are not good, just saying it's good for a rum. All right, here's the problem with little cars. There's no storage for bottles. That's why we have to build the ultimate bourbon hunting machine. We need to build something with bottle storage, because then you run into problems like this where we're stuffing bottles in sweaters and trying to figure out how to keep them from sliding around. We're using my backpack to like hold them in place. It's a mess. Like, this is very unprofessional, very unprofessional. I'm having a blast. I'm just saying there has to be, like, maybe this is a solution we need to bring to the market. The bottle caddy, something collapsible and foldable that you can strap in your trunk that holds all the bottles.
I don't think most people buy like 30 bottles.
What are you saying? You're saying there's
I'm
no
just saying,
addressable
there's no-
market for this problem, is
No.
what you're saying. There's
Not with
no
that attitude.
there's no address. He's saying you'll sell 2 of them.
Yeah,
2.
not that many.
Okay, because everybody's buying 1 bottle of whiskey, not
17.
17. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's not dangerous at all. Lord have mercy. Louisville getting a little crazy. Top Hat Liquors. World famous, you said, Top Hat Liquors. Louisville famous, Top Hat Liquors. A whole lot of brands I've never heard of, like RD1, Epsy House. What you got? Noble Oak, Double Oak Rye. What do you know about them? Anything?
Nothing in the world.
Exactly. So many of those. Toasted French oak barrel finished rye from Midway Distilling Company. I get folks all the time, like, there can't be too many bourbons you haven't tried. Like, I feel like I've just had a drop in the bucket. I've had like 1% of the bourbons on the market at this point, and there's just more and more of them every day. Like every day I go out, I find something I've never seen. I thought when we started this that we would be able to try almost everything on the market. Maybe not the limited high-end stuff, but like we're not even going to get to the stuff, like we're not even going to get the small distillery stuff. Heck, we're not even going to get all of the main distiller stuff, like the mainstream distiller stuff. It's just, there are a lot of bourbons out there. Boone County?
It's really good.
You like the Boone County?
Yeah, it's from Ohio, I believe. The Boone County, Kentucky, I apologize.
Doing all right. Any hidden gems here we should know about?
Things that we get that are allocated or up on top of
Hey, they doesn't have to be allocated, like just something really good, some really good whiskey.
Okay.
Do you have 3 barrel picks for in the
Yeah, I was just getting ready to walk them back. Here's the ones we just got in. Knob Creek is our personal barrel pick. Woodford and the Angels Envy.
Gotcha.
And they are delicious. And we don't get it out here. I only have 2 bottles left of the Castle and Key.
Is this the batch 2? Do you know?
This is the latest batch they gave us.
Yeah.
I don't know
Understand.
which one.
Have you had that
Batch
one
2,
here?
babe. Yes, I've had both of them. And
Which one did you like
I
better?
liked one.
Like one? Okay.
I know a lot of people said they like 2, so I mean, I think it's just a personal palate.
Of
thing.
course, yeah. Just curious.
We hardly ever get this, and it's the
The old Bartons, yeah.
The OB.
Getting pretty busy for the Derby then?
We get crazy.
Is it already crazy? I mean, it's
already
Wednesday.
crazy.
Okay.
It's spurty, but this neighborhood supports us so well. This place has been here since 1948 that it'll be like wall to wall by Friday.
Well, I'm glad we came in early.
Yeah, it's better to get in here early. It really is. But I'm old. If y'all need anything, just let me know.
Okay, thank you. BEP, an expression with prominent wood sugars, bringing strong notes of vanilla, caramel, and sweet spice. 10 virgin toasted oak staves.
Say that's the last BEP Bakers is going to do.
Really?
Yeah, it is. The last is there.
Yeah.
It's spectacular, too.
Is it? All right. You talk me into it. You're the designated bottle holder. Got that stash going, man. Like he's got a little.
I know.
I know. It's. Yeah, man.
This is what a real mustache looks like.
You're almost a grown-up. Well, it's time for some lunch. So we are here at the Brown for the world-famous Hot Brown. We're going to give it a try. When we're local, when we're in places, we want to eat local. We want to experience all the touristy things we can, and I was told the Hot Brown's where it's at, so let's give it a try. So is this statue of a guy, was that actually his height?
Yeah.
Is that real size?
That's the dude right there.
That's the Brown?
That's the Brown, baby.
Will, are you taller? You're not barely. You're not taller than him with the hat on. He looks super short walking up, but then you get up close and you're like, he's taller than Will.
You can look at your little buddy again.
Nobody puts TJ in the corner. What is a Hot Brown?
Well, Hot Brown is going to be a bit of roasted turkey.
Okay.
Put a Morey sauce on top of it, a bit of bacon, and a couple of slices of tomato, and they put it in a bowl.
They do tomatoes here? Not tomatoes. It's tomatoes. Sound good to you? We got to do a Hot Brown if we're here, right? When in Rome, eat the Hot Brown. You gonna be able to eat that, Will?
Tomato makes it healthy.
Man, it's hot. Who would have thought? This is what you got there, William. Be careful, it's hot.
I can teach you the hot brown below if you like.
Oh, there's a technique to this? The tomato is key, though. You gotta have the tomato.
Gotta have that tomato.
The tomato. I have been defeated by the hot brown. I gave it a try. I did everything I could, but man, that thing is thick and heavy. And even though we ain't ate in a while, Big Boy was hungry, couldn't handle all of that. So we'll get it in a to-go box. Maybe it'll be dinner or an afternoon snack or something. I don't know, but probably not. I may not eat for days after that.
I went to the bathroom, sat down on the toilet, and like 10 minutes later, I see painted toenails. So I had to wait for all the women to leave. So.
Is that what you were taking? I thought you were just stuck in there.
It's like a secret mission.
You didn't notice there were no urinals?
No, I had to go to the bathroom.
You in a hurry?
Yeah.
Were you able to sneak out? Did you make it?
Yeah,
Nobody caught you?
What the hell are you doing? This is a women's bathroom.
Disaster averted.
That was awful.
Will, on the other hand, has been beat badly. I was beat. You didn't even try. Like, you didn't even put any effort into that whatsoever.
I'm going to eat it, though. I'm going to eat it.
Someday.
Tonight, probably.
About a block away from Top Hat is State Liquors and Bowser's Boutique Pet Grooming. So if you need some liquor and you need to get your pet's nails clipped, good spot to do it. Bond and Lillard back there. I haven't had the Bond and Lillard, but I had the WB Saffel, which is wild turkey. Fantastic. I think that's a turkey one as well, isn't it? I mean, I think they're put out by the same folks. More Foregate than I've ever seen in one place in my entire life. It's okay if I step back there and look at that Foregate? Have you had Foregate? What are your thoughts on the Foregates? I'm scared of finished whiskey, especially finished whiskey that's that expensive. And I'm sure it's wonderful, but I don't know, and this is the best price I've seen on it, but I don't know which one to get.
The Calvin collaborations are phenomenal. It's kind of hit or miss on some of them. I really do like River Rye one, and there's a bunch of good ones. I've got their hazmat, and it's out of this world. What do we know about Blueprint?
Never heard of Blueprint. Sounds a lot like Architect.
It's 100 proof, 6 years, MGP.
That Cooper's Craft 100 proof's nothing to sleep on right there either. That's a good bourbon. $54 Lincoln Pinch. Bottle and Bond. Y'all know I'm a sucker for Bottle and Bond. I've never freaking heard of. Bottle and Bond always gets me because you just know they didn't cut any corners. You just know that it's quality. Like you might not like the flavor, but it's going to be quality whiskey. Lincoln Pinch. If I love this, I'll never remember the name to be able to tell anybody. All right, we're going to take that one. Where they out of? Franklin, Simpson County, Kentucky. Dueling Grounds Distillery. There's an old WM. So they've got an old WM tar behind the counter that's like super expensive.
It's aged higher than that.
Like it's like 25 years or something, I think. I know it's an old one. Horse Soldiers right there. We've got a few requests for that. Bought too much whiskey already. Baum Brothers, Illinois. Is it a bottled in bond? It's not a bottled in bond. Thank goodness, because I had to have bought it.
Guarantees.
Need to make sure it's bona fide. Quality House, old style bourbon. Have you had that one?
Your amazement
Good
in mine,
screw
I have
top.
not. Yeah, you know, like the finest whiskeys, right?
Yes, all the best whiskeys have
I
screw
bet this
tops.
is some piss.
Evan Williams Single Barrel 2014. All right, I think I've got the bottle I was looking for here, or the bottle I didn't know I wanted. Oh, they got the little mini Jack Daniels right there you like so much. What's the proof on that one?
133.
133. See, there you go.
That's a good one.
$199 on those Foregates. You got some Foregates at home?
I'm like better than a bar.
That's the ticket, right? Because I just don't want to spend that kind of money and not like it. I mean, even though everybody loves it, I'm a little iffy on finished whiskey. So
Try before you buy.
All right, let's check out Red Castle.
What's going on, brother?
No, always.
You're a funny guy, Sally. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
So what are these? What's the red box and the black box blends? You know what the difference in these and a normal blends is? I've seen those boxes online, but
Yeah, so these are available in Japan.
Okay, so that's the Japan versions.
And the difference is they're aged a little long, like the average 6 years is here, they're aged like 8 to 10 years. This is the same proof, 94 proof as the one in the States. And then this one is 80 proof, so it's much smoother. And being a little older, I'm told I haven't had it. I'm told it probably takes a little more of the wood flavoring.
King of Kentucky. But we don't even have to talk about the Paps. We don't have to bring it up. You don't have to bring it up, Will. Don't even bring it up. Don't even talk. What is Bardstown Collection? You know any? What are those?
Bardstown has like 5 distilleries that about a year ago they did a special release. I think each distillery released 200 bottles, and to get them, you actually had to go to the distillery to get them. I think it was a charity thing. So you got a couple from that release. We got one from Preservation Distillery and one from Long Stills. Obviously not the Jim Beam and stuff. We had all 5. It's a pretty bottle and statement about like why they pick such and such. This one is a 61% bourbon.
Visitor Center Private Selection 2021. Which one? Yeah, exactly. Father and son, extra old. All right. Now we got some decisions to make, don't we? Have you had this weeded purple top right here?
Yeah, 3 of them are good.
They're freaking fantastic. I just opened the one I have, and it is out of this world.
How you doing?
What's up?
Man, big man on campus. We're gonna buy them all and cash discount.
Yeah, just I don't have that much cash. I didn't bring that level.
Where are we still at on this thing?
350.
Oh, so we're getting there. We're getting closer.
2020 and 2022 King of Kentucky, 129.1 and 130 proof on those. Is it? That's where it's at. The 2020 is the one you want.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Whiskey Row bottled in bond. I might have to grab that one.
Man, that was probably good.
I'm a sucker for small unknown distillery bottle and bonds. That may be a huge distillery. I don't freaking know. I don't know. Y'all give me grief if that's like the biggest distillery ever. It's in Louisville. It's liable to be owned by some big distillery. Your King of Kentucky's. What are we looking at? 17 each.
But he'll take $3,000 for the pair in cash.
I'm
You
sure.
told me.
I'm sure.
There is. See, at least you
He's
don't forget.
negotiating.
You're gonna find most of your kings around $1,500 a pop.
What about those old Carters?
$299 for the old guy.
Yeah, that's about what I find them for. That's not a bad price for them. The Old Forester 117 1910 extra old.
$175 for the 1910.
Your Willet purple top?
$700.
He's got Derby pricing as well.
Let's see, what else? I mean, I can't pass a Rock Hill Farms and not get a price on that at least.
You'll see him between 3 and 5.
Yeah, last one I bought was at $250, and I'm like, at $250, I'll take them. But is it worth more than that to me? Probably not. Old Carter. I've got a few. I've got one of those. Good stuff. Got the Stag.
This was using the old fashioned, ain't it?
It is, yes. Thank you for having me use the old Carter in an old fashioned. Video did well, but I'm still crying about it. It is always painful to see this much good whiskey and leave without buying something. I'm gonna get that bottled in bond for sure. We're gonna have to work that one out.
Do $300 on this thing. That's how badly I want it.
If you big cash, that's okay.
Pappy 15, just to satisfy my curiosity.
I'll let you go for 2,500.
Absolutely mental.
2,500 on the 15. Oh, it's painful, but my wallet feels better leaving those bottles there. And the next one is Schreck, Kentucky Liquor Store. This one's supposed to have a pretty nice selection. Some oddball stuff. That's what you said. It's just got a selection of all sorts of weird things.
Weird ass stuff.
All right, I don't know about weird stuff. Let's see what we find. Southern Star. I think I've seen that one, but I don't know anything about it.
North Carolina.
Weeded bourbon whiskey. You know anything about this Paul Sutton?
I do not, but they are floating around everywhere.
This is a Willet Old Bardstown bottled in bond. Never seen that. So this one is 101 proof, but it's not a bottled in bond. What's special about that? Another bottled in bond from Boulder?
$20.
It's $20?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Back of it.
I'm assuming this is from Colorado. Bolt Rocky Mountain Glacier Melt. $20? Yes, please.
Here's another $20 selection.
This just must be on clearance. Nobody wanted it. It was $55, now it's $20.
The 4-year $8 quarter. Here's a headache in a glass.
Oh, Lord. This is how you get rid of whiskey right here. What is that American Born right there? Who's it made by? What's it? Bottled by
Tennessee.
But it doesn't say anything else about it.
$8 a quart.
These are always worth a sip. You can't go wrong with the black extra.
Yeah.
Clyde Mays.
$25 for a 175 of Clyde Mays.
There's 2 of them.
That is a good freaking deal right there, my friends. That's pretty good whiskey. If you need like a mixer, for old fashions, that Clyde Mays does it. It's almost too good to pass up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pass that up. I'm gonna have to pass up 2 of them for sure. We'll see. Driftless Glen, straight bourbon whiskey, 90 proof. Ragged Branch, $20. Virginia Straight Rye, $25. That's worth trying. I don't know if the difference between this and the estate bottled Old Bardstown, but it's 1 proof off and it's $25. We'll have a contest. Yeah. Mine's going to be better. Like the Boulder at $20 is going to be better than that double. Of course, there's very few double oaks I really like. The Woodford's usually one, but there's very few double oaks that I just am absolutely in love with. And I'm hoping that Boulder is one that I'm in love with. I don't know. It was $20. Y'all ain't buying them for some reason or another. All right, another successful bourbon hunt. We have definitely spent our budget. Had a good time, found some good. It wasn't the Super Bowl. I don't feel like we're Super Bowl level bourbon hunters at this point. Nothing super rare. We did see some super rare stuff in that first store, but couldn't pull the trigger on those. So had a good time though. Having a great time in Louisville. We got a couple of more days. Who knows what we might find while we're here. We're probably probably going to hit some distilleries and see if we can catch them dropping some good bottles. And then obviously we're going to have a video coming soon of us at the Kentucky Derby. So I appreciate you hanging out and giving us the local tour, showing us all the great local spots. We're going to go pop some of these bottles, have a good time. I'll catch you in the next one.